Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another plan with me inside my 52 weeks of Halloween planner. That's what we're doing. We've got not a lot left, you guys. Not a lot left. Let's see. We have this one. Yeah. Okay, so we have this one from Keatown. I'm going to pull in some of my colorway functionals that I have going on, and I just remembered that this one I'm actually probably going to have to, I'm filming it now, but I'm gonna have to move it off to a later date because I just realized I'm supposed to have something else going up on this date. Oops. Oh well, it is what it is. That has been this week. If you watched, man, stop texting me, people. Anyways, the whole endeavor, I ended up filming a video earlier in this week and ended up flipping it to the wrong week. Hashtag undated planner probs. And yeah, and now it's turning out that it's just continuing to do it this way. So we're just gonna roll with it. So this is what this current week that just got done is looking like. This was our September horror box. Which we still have up. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. I am in absolute love with this spread. Like once I got the scripts down, yeah, I did have to do a little bit of writing, but overall not too bad. I love it. I love it. And I love it. I love the colors. Okay. And then this is what my upcoming week is going to look like. And we're going to go ahead and get this one. This is going to be the 18th through the 24th. And we're going to get this going. So let's go ahead and pull that off to the side. So I'm going to just use the full boxes that we have here, the washi and the glitter headers. I don't think that I'm going to use the boxes, and obviously the date covers, but I don't think I'm going to use anything else. I might bring in some of the deco, but we'll see. We shall see. So let's talk a little bit about what's been going on. So this last week, I ended up going on a field trip with my kiddos. It was our first field trip of the year, with our new homeschool co-op, and the kids were all kind of like mopey to begin with, not knowing what they were gonna do. It ended up being one of the funnest times we have had in a very, very long time. It was so much fun. We were there, let's see, we got there at 9:30 and we didn't leave until noon. I really thought we would have been gone by 11. But the kids, I got ditched by my kids. Oh my goodness. My kiddos totally ditched me. They ditched me hard. I was like, where are they at? And they're like, oh, they're around here somewhere. I'm like, okay, not exactly what I want to hear, but okay. They just had the time of their lives. My youngest son found his friends, and him and his friends group were just being boys around the farm. And so it's a farm that has your pick your own apples and flowers, and then it has a farm store, but then they also do like a little festival thing. So they've got games and activities for things to do. So there was a corn maze. So we went on a corn maze. My husband does not like corn mazes, and he has only been to one with me, and that's when our kids were little. I absolutely adore corn mazes. They are my most favorite thing to do. And so every year that we've been able to do one, which has not been every single year, but all the years that we've been able to do one, my kids have a fantastic time. I have a fantastic time. It's just all good fun, and I love it. And my most favorite ones, and I haven't been on one since I haven't been on one in over 20 years. But my favorite one was the haunted corn maze I went to when I was a teenager. Oh my gosh. Hands down, one of the best corn mazes I had ever gone to. I haven't been to a haunted house in years either, so I think I'm slacking in some areas. But yeah, like I talk about it, so much fun. So my daughter and I, we went and did the corn maze, and she led the way, and we ended up not getting lost, which was great. But it was very uneven terrain, and you could kind of still see the path because the corn wasn't very thick. I like the ones where it's really, really thick that you can't see where the path leads. Those are my favorite. So I'm super excited because we do live in farm town USA type thing. Like, we have a lot of farms. I'm so hoping, and I really need to do my research, so hoping that we live within a little, I will travel even up to 2 hours to do something like this, to go on a haunted corn maze. And I'm taking my husband this year. In fact, we decided we're actually going to do haunted houses this year. Kids are old enough. While I am morbid and I love my horror movies, and at 6 years old, I was watching Nightmare on Elm Street, which, was I 4 years old? Or was I 4 or was I 6? I don't know. I was under the age of 8. I know that much. Started my obsession with Halloween and my obsession with slasher horror guys and stuff. And my dad used to take me and my friends to haunted houses every year, and it was fun. It was fun. We have decided, because my kids are also, not uber into the scary stuff, or at least they weren't when they were younger. And since we're speaking of scary guys, we're just gonna do the ode to the one that started it all. We decided as parents not to participate in the haunted houses with the kids, because as we got older, they did get a little more on the mature side of things. And that wasn't fair to our kids to, go through stuff that was gonna really scare them. Like, it wasn't some of the campy stuff that, there were some that were pretty bad when I was growing up. But by the time I had kids, like, some of the more campier ones weren't around anymore. But now that all my kids are older, game on. Very much like, insert Jigsaw. Want to play a game? Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. But I have older kids now. It's all good, and they want to go. That's the other thing. That was the most important part, is that they wanted to go. So while I wanted to go as a 9, 10, 11-year-old, my kids were not at that point of wanting to go. They had watched scary movies. I did have a couple of kids who ended up having nightmares from scary movies. So, we stayed as mindful as we could about it all. And they have all collectively agreed that they want to go on to a haunted house this year. So, bring it on. I'm ready. Okay, so we are going to use some of these guys. I don't use these much in spreads, so I feel like we're doing a disservice here, and I really want to do an awesome service with these. They're so much fun, but there's only so much planning you can actually do, and everything. So, you know what? I'm not a huge fan of Annabelle, so she's gonna go down here. I still love all my horror guys, but she doesn't need a spot in my weekly one. So, but she still needs to be represented. And then out of all of them, then all of a sudden we have this box added, and I'm like, those guys don't work. These guys and these guys, they are two different camps. Okay, like, these ones are evil scary. These ones are just witches. So, can't really use them together on this. Sorry, just can't do it. So, even though even Beetlejuice, I wouldn't even classify as the rest of these guys, but he is very synonymous with Halloween. So I'll give it there. But yeah, so we had an amazing time at our first field trip for our co-op, and I am just ecstatic to get to know these people more and to have fun with it all. So, okay. So I'm just going to alternate. I'm going to end up doing like pink, black with these functionals that I have. And we'll see what we come up with. I don't anticipate too much going on during this week. I do anticipate most of us being exhausted from activities happening. And stuff. So this one is all crooked, so I gotta figure this one out. But yeah, we're supposed to have some, I think they just released what our second field trip is. Hold on, guys, because this is like important stuff. This is important stuff. Maybe it's important. I need to know what the field trips are. Oh, we're going to the pumpkin patch in October. I don't know if we will go to that one just because, one, I don't even know when October 6th is. That's probably what I should be looking up. So let's see. October 6th is going to be a Friday. You know what? We probably will go. However, I don't know if we will get any pumpkins. I really hope that it's not. I love pumpkin patches for the little kids, but I really do hope that there is something there for the older kids. Okay, so I'm going to go with this medium toned black. So on this black, you have the true black, then you have more of like a very dark gray, and then you have one of the lighter grays, not like the lightest gray, but because of this, I think I'm going to go with the medium tone on this one, the mid-range one. I think that will be the easiest for us. But yeah, I hope they have stuff for the older kids, because it's hard to get buy-in from teenagers to go do stuff, okay? It's hard to get their buy-in on, going and doing things and participating. And let's see, I could have swore that I had. Do I need to look into my other one? I could have swore that I had the sheets. There they are. Oh, it's just the black ones. Okay, that's fine. That's not a big deal. Let's do this. Buy-in from teenagers. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Squirrel moments. It's hard to get buy-in from teenagers when the stuff is campy and not cool to them, right? And so I definitely, ooh. Do we switch it up? We're going to switch. No, we're not. Man, I did not plan this one out well. Let me pull out my black ones here. Did I grab the wrong? Should I do the blackout functionals as well? I might be able to do that. What do I have here? Nope, I just have those. Well, shucky darn, I'm like batting 1,000 with this one. Go figure. It's nothing new with what my week has been like with my last couple of weeks. That's for sure. We're gonna do these guys. I think that will work out just fine here. And then we'll just add a little bit of flair to it all by getting some squiggles. But as I was saying, it's kind of hard with teenagers, like when it comes to things like this, because getting their buy-in, because they want to be, cool with their peers and whatnot. So that one we will play by ear. I do have to see how many of the other teenagers are going, because if none of the other older teenagers are going, then there really isn't a need for my teenagers to go. I'll just take my my youngest daughter and stuff, because she'll still get she'll still get a kick out of the, whatchamacallit, she'll still get a kick out of the pumpkin patch and stuff. So I just realized that this doesn't have 9 stickers on it like I normally do. I'm not going to lift that one up. I guess our not scary witches are going to end up being in this spread. Oops. Well, once again, when I say that nothing, like, this is not bad stuff. This is just annoying, okay? It's just annoying stuff that is happening over and over and over and over again. I think I need food. I think I need to go grab lunch. But the question becomes, should I wait till my husband gets home to go get lunch, or should I just go get lunch without him? That's the question. He's been gone since yesterday. So he's been gone full 2 days on Taekwondo stuff with our oldest son. So I haven't yet been able to go out on a date with him. And I'm like, I want to go out on a date. So the question becomes, do I wait till he gets home, or do I just go get me food? Now, and by food, I mean, do I just go get me something from up in the kitchen? That kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe I should tell him to take me on a date. What do you guys think? Should I tell him to take me on a date? I don't know. I'll wait. I'll wait for your answer. I'll wait. Yeah, he should take me out on a date, shouldn't he? That one is gonna be too much. Okay, so let's hold off on you. I think I'm gonna tell him to take me on a date. When he gets home, I'm gonna be like, go get showered, go get ready, take me on a date. He's gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be like, yeah, take me on a date. Where is it? There we go. Jeez, right in front of my face the entire time. Okay. So very much not a scary, like, this is pastel Halloween to the max. Okay, so we are on black. All right, and let's put jigsaw up here. But yeah, so, but they had a blast. We came home and my plan was to go back to work. Like, I was gonna take a nap. And then my plan was to go back to work. Yeah, that did not happen. I did not go back to work. I ended up crashing out for 2.5 hours. That's how exhausted I was. I was like, what in the world? So I didn't go back to work that day, which, okay, it is what it is. But they crashed out so hard that night. Oh my gosh, it was so hilarious. They crashed out so hard that night. And I don't blame them. I mean, they were out in the sun, they were running. They had this slide that they just got done building, and they had these tubes, and they, like, soap it up on the bottom, and then they had somebody, pushing them down, and the kids had a blast on that. I think my youngest son spent like an hour on that slide, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that was fun and exciting. He had such a blast. But they had these little train rides that they went on, and the kids were going back and forth on that. The farm store was opening up with stuff, so we went and got stuff there. It was a lot of fun. It was just a lot of good fun. Okay, let's see. We're on pink. So we're going to do this. I'm going to switch it up a little bit on the second page. Why? Because I am chaotic. So for my gamer D&D, my lovable nerdy people out there, I'm one of you. I am a big nerd. I love the term nerd. It is my favorite. Like, I know what I'm the term nerd, I know what I'm getting into, right? And I'm for it. Just like the term jock. Like, you hear the term jock, you know what you're getting into, right? So, let's see. I'm gonna go, we're gonna go Beetlejuice. So, I was perusing Facebook the other day, because that's what you do when you're kind of like bored. I was perusing Facebook the other day and came across a little meme that talks about people who like read books. Now, mind you, I read books, right? I've been devouring them a lot lately. Well, it was talking about how people, you know, like mark the page in their thing. And if you are somebody who plays D&D, then you will get the square model of where it's, you know, got lawful good down to chaotic evil, and you have, you know, true neutral, and you have chaotic good, you have chaotic neutral, all that, those kinds of things. Okay, I'm not going to go into too much depth on it, but it was talking about the way that what you use for your books determines what level you are. And this will probably get a lot of you. You'll probably be like, oh, I can't believe you do that. But I do. Let's see. The OneNote things. There we go. I love to dog ear my books. I said it. I don't care. I love to dog ear my books. I don't use bookmarks. I don't remember my pages. I literally fold over the corner of my book. And I know so many of you probably just went and had an audible gasp. I'm so convinced that some of you had audible gasps. And it's true. I am one of those people. I will dog ear books. Now, if I borrow a book from you, I will not dog ear that book. Like, I am not that much of a crazy person. Like, I'm not that much of a, as some people would say, a psychopath in it. Because it's your book. I'm not going to do that. But if it's my book, and I won't do it to library books either. So I'm not that chaotic evil. But if it is a book that I have bought, oh yeah, you most definitely believe that I am dog-earing that book. So that totally went in line with my college books too. If I bought that college book, especially if I had to buy it at full price and couldn't find it used, I dog-eared the crap out of those books. And I have no regrets whatsoever. I would do it all over again. But that brings me to the mere fact that just because I dog ear my own books, it puts me in the line of being a chaotic evil person. And I think my kids would completely agree with that. So I don't know if you dog ear your books. I'm pretty sure you don't. I think we are just a small breed of people who do it. But I don't have any regrets about it either. I love to dog ear my books. There, I said it. You know, but please don't leave my channel. Please don't leave my channel. I don't want to lose you. It's just the one thing that I have always done. I have always done it since I was a little kid. I do remember, guys, I do remember getting in trouble a couple of times for doing that. So there were times that I got in trouble for dog earing. Still didn't stop me from doing it. And now as a mom, I actually, and I'm gonna switch it for a minute. I actually prefer to the dog ear method, because then I can see how many times I had to actually stop. Because when you dog ear it, that's a stop, right? Stop. You're not going to put your bookmark. When you look at it and you can physically see how many bends you have there, you know how many times you got stopped to do something for somebody else instead of reading your book. So there have been times, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing, because it's totally not a bad thing. I would totally stop all the time. But it was an interesting thing that I picked up on many years ago. Because I did have one book that I had so many dog ears, and I remember my husband asking me about it and being like, why do you have so many dog ear marks in your book? And it was because my kids needed something from me. So just gonna say, it's a nice little way to see how many times you have to stop to do something. So there's my justification for dog earing. All right, so now we just have the sidebar. What we gonna do with the sidebar? What we gonna do with the sidebar? Okay, so I know that I have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Huh. Okay, so I know dinner will go there. Okay, so I do know that we need a box for the actual week that we're gonna be on. So this is where things get really crazy. Like, how do you do your sidebar? How do I normally do my sidebar? I should probably know this by now. Okay, so you usually have a habit tracker. I'm not gonna have that this time. Okay, so what do we have? Let's see. Okay, yeah, we can do to clean. We can do that. That will be fine. But then it's like, what else do I fill up here? Okay, so to clean. That's just gonna be kind of like what they do every day. As far as chores, if I don't have any space, which I don't think I will have any space to put their chores on this one, because this does take up quite a bit of space, which is fine. I'm completely fine with that. All right, so then the next thing, so like I said, we need to have the box. So we need a box for what week it's going to be. And then there's no habit trackers in this, is there? Yeah. There's no habit trackers in this. Okay, so no habit trackers there. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What if should we just do one of these right here for the week that it's on? I mean, I could put it this way and I could deco it up. Yo, we're committing. We're committing. Okay, so let's see what we got in. We can have you popping out over here, and let's do potion right there, and then let's do spider web, and then I'm going to kind of just turn it over, and I'm going to take these little scissors I have here and just kind of clip off those little edges, just enough that it would be annoying. Okay, and that'll be our week. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Here we go. Yes. All right, so my chaotic evil self is gonna go find a book to dog ear. I'm just kidding. I have one that is being read right now. Currently, I haven't dog eared it yet because I'm using the dust jacket as a bookmark right now, which is probably not the best thing to do either. So once again, I am just the chaotic evil book reader in your life, here to just make you go, why do you do that? I don't know why I do it. It's just something I've always done and I love doing it, but I can't give you a reason why. Okay, so all right, here's the spread. I'm just kind of cleaning up. We're all good, all ready to move on to the next week. And I've got a couple more videos I gotta film. I gotta figure out some stories to talk about. So with that, just leave your comments down below. I love chatting with you, and yeah, I think we're good. All right, you guys. All right, you guys. Wow, that was like I just stopped mid word. All right, you guys. You have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.